And today I'm going to talk to you about a subject that I just love and is like near and dear to my heart. It's makeup. So yeah, let's get into this. So I know everybody has their own opinions about makeup. Some people are just like, I'm just so naturally beautiful, I don't need any makeup. Or they're just like, oh, makeup is nasty, it's yucky. People be looking all different. I'm trying to think what else I've heard people say, but you know, they are entitled to their own opinion. But for me, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I wonder if it's because like when people think of makeup, like they're thinking like full face, like beats to the gods, like, you know, like contour, concealer, like just the whole nine works is what I think people usually think of when they think about makeup. But not really. I mean, makeup is like a big umbrella, and underneath that umbrella, you know, you got your foundation, concealer, lipstick, lip gloss, lip balm, an eyeliner, mascara, bronzer. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and people wear it depending upon, like, you know, what they want, what kind of look they're going for. Like today, I just wanted to do something nice and fun with my eyes because, you know, spring is upon us. So that's what y'all get today. Did a little cut crease with you know, some spring shades. It was just like a little color pop because my eyes are big and I want your attention to go here. So let's get into why I want to talk about makeup today. So the reason why I want to talk about makeup today is because I want to talk to like the girls that are like me, that like wearing makeup, and I want to just make sure that like we are prepping the skin for makeup as well as removing the makeup correctly, because, you know, makeup and skincare just goes hand in hand, and I just wouldn't be me if I didn't like talk to you guys about this. So let's get into it. So let's prepare our skin for makeup. Preparing our skin for makeup, like, to be honest, like the best flawless beats that I have ever done has been when I have been using my skincare routine, like my regimen, like consistently. To be honest, like I might have had a little exfoliation like beforehand, like I might have like an enzyme, or better yet, like a dermaplane before, and like my skin was just like so butter smooth when I had got it. So it's very important for you to be using a skincare regimen that is prepping your skin for the makeup, because we want to just make sure that we're not just kind of putting makeup on like severely dry skin or like super oily. So it's best to talk to an esthetician like me, just to make sure like you're using all the correct products before we actually get into like applying the makeup. Even when like applying, like, it's really good for you to use like a moisturizer and or primer that's like going to help you, like, especially if you have like different concerns. Well, more so like if you have like super oily skin, like you might need something mattifying beforehand. And if you have like super dry skin, like we want to make sure like you're really nice and moisturized before you were to apply makeup. So the takeaway from all of that is just to make sure you have a really good like skincare regimen. Like, and even with your regimen, you're using it before and then you're using it after. So there's no makeup wipes because they don't really like take all the makeup off. They leave you half clean. You're not like clean all the way. Like, yeah, it can like remove some things, but it just doesn't remove like everything. Kind of like when you put like dishes in the dishwasher and you put it in, and when you take it out, you're thinking like, oh, I got my dishes clean. But then you take it out and it's like, yo, like it's still stuff in there, and it's like nasty. It might be kind of gummy. Yeah, that's kind of what makeup wipes do. So I definitely don't recommend them. I don't think any esthetician recommend them. It's just something that you just don't do. So let's make sure that we're using like a oil-based cleanser when we're removing our makeup. Just because like oil attracts to oil. That's gonna just literally like make sure that you're getting like all the makeup off. Then we'll use another cleanser just to kind of go in and just like cleanse the skin. Now I like my second cleanse to be more so of like what my skin type is. Well, for example, if I'm going to remove my makeup at night, like I'm definitely going to use like an oil-based cleanser first. Then I'm going to go in with my second cleanse, and I don't know, it's depending on like how I'm feeling. My skin is usually on the drier side, so I'm definitely going to use like a creamy cleanser as my second cleanse. But there has been times where I wanted to do just like a little exfoliation, so I might use like a glycolic cleanser. Like it all just depends, but typically I like to just go in with a cleanser that's like for my skin type. So after like your skin is cleansed, like I think it's so important, especially if you wear makeup like very often, like if you wear like every day to work or whatever. I think it's very important that you exfoliate a lot. I wouldn't say once a week. I would say like twice, maybe 3 times a week if you can, if you're like consistent and disciplined enough to exfoliate, because it's like the big thing is that we just don't want anything like just left on the skin, just like that dirt and debris, just like kind of like building, clogging the pores. So what we want is just to make sure that we're just constantly exfoliating, just constantly renewing those skin cells, just trying to make sure that like we're not clogging the pores. So exfoliation is going to play like a big deal when it comes to like, you know, your makeup application and like your aftercare, because like if you don't do these things, it could lead to breakouts, because what's going to do is it's going to like clog the pore, and like once the pore is like clogged, it's going to like, you're still producing sebum, and it's like excess. So we are doing breakouts at this point. We are doing blackheads at this point. I've been in that position where I've just been like, oh, I'm not gonna take my makeup off. And then after like, you know, a day or two, here I am with a whole new breakout. And I'm like, oh, I should have just washed the makeup off. So yeah, it's just best to just wash the makeup off thoroughly. And I mean, sometimes you might have to do a triple cleanse. As far as like with the oil-based cleanser, like maybe you're going in with the oil-based cleanser and maybe you didn't get it all off like the first time. Like it's perfectly okay just to get like another squirt, you know, lather up with your water and just try to work it in to get it off. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like you definitely can do that, because the goal is to try to make sure like everything is washed off the face. It's very important that you get nice and exfoliated, but it is also important that you put some moisture back into the skin. You just don't want to like just take your makeup off, especially like all that cleansing, and then if you were to exfoliate, like you don't want to just like really strip the skin. Like, so let's put back in some moisture into the skin. So it's really best that you use a moisturizer that is geared towards your skin type as well after that, because if you just constantly is not putting a moisturizer on, your skin is basically gonna be like, okay, so I don't have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just produce excess sebum. And then you can get like more breakouts. You'll get into the round of being dehydrated. So I'm just letting you know, like, if you were to wear makeup, it's like very important to just make sure like you're prepping the skin for it by having like a consistent skincare regimen. You definitely can throw in some services where you're getting like a professional exfoliator like an enzyme, or if you are getting like dermaplane, just to make sure that you are getting like enough exfoliation. You're kind of like prepping the skin, especially like say if you just want that nice smooth skin, you'll definitely will go that way. And then it's best that after you use your makeup that you are not like using makeup wipes. You are making sure that you're cleansing your skin thoroughly. You know, you're following up with an exfoliator a couple of nights a week, and you're making sure that you moisturize the skin afterwards. Like these things, I mean, they might sound like really redundant, but like I'm trying to tell you, like it's like all the difference in between like making sure like your skin is staying healthy and making sure that and it just not being healthy. These are the things that lead to, you know, like more breakouts, and especially if you're a picker, then it kind of could lead to more pigmentation because you're like picking at the breakouts, and then you kind of get to like that cycle where you're like always wearing makeup or maybe like a foundation all the time and concealer, because you're just like, oh my gosh, like I have like all these all this uneven skin tone, and like this is the only way thing that's gonna help. So yeah, just wanted to talk to you a little bit about makeup.